Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. Rafe brings the wedding crashing to a halt as Jada's hauled into the police station. Today's Days of Our Lives picks up where Friday left off, with Leo interrupting the wedding, only for Javi to stop him and insist that he should be the one to tell the secret. EJ sends a text over to Arnold, who cuts Javi off with an, "Oh, my God. He's got something to say. He can't marry Jada." The guests gasp and murmur as Jada pulls Rafe aside to ask what he means. Back at the police station, Belle thanks Sean for testifying at the last minute, especially since it means he missed the wedding. They talk a bit about the night before and Sean notes he could have done without Chanel kissing him. But at least they didn't sleep together, like her and EJ. Belle says it was a mistake, but Sean backs down and says he never should have brought it up, but he did, and it bothers him because, "I thought you had better taste." EJ's scum. Belle wants to know what else he has to say, so he tells her she's lying to herself if she thinks it's over. Belle heads out, and Sean sits down, opens a folder on his desk and, "What the heck is this? You're not the woman who I thought you were." Paulina demands to know what this is about as Rafe reluctantly comes clean that he wasn't hired to find Sloane. The case he took was about her. EJ was desperate to prove Jada wasn't as clean as she seemed after she ousted him as DA. He wanted Rafe to help him get his job back. Okay. But why in the world did he agree to help EJ dig up dirt on his bride? Rafe tells her he thought it was easy money. He could take EJ's money, find nothing and tell him Jada's clean. Except he found something. Stephanie stands up, telling him it's impossible. Then Paulina rushes over to insist he couldn't have. Jada is squeaky clean. More. Is Jeremy Horton heading back to Salem? It's all right here, Rafe says. Jada demands to know what he found. Some cop on the force went through her case files, and everything looked fine until he got the text. The cop found disturbing trends of rules being bent and broken. A very disturbing trail of lies and corruption. Jada just shakes her head. He tells her this cop friend found far more problems than he could ignore. There was a dossier, which Jada demands to see, which is when Sean shows up with it in hand. There's problems with evidence and warrants that seem to indicate that Jada's been rogue with her investigations. Jada protests she'd never do that, and Rafe tells her it's understandable, she was under a lot of pressure. Jada demands the files, but before Sean can hand them over, Paulina steps in to take them. Jada turns, close to tears, wanting to know why Rafe was doing this to her. He wishes it didn't happen, but he thinks it best they don't get married while she's under investigation. Paulina agrees because the mayor can't perform this ceremony, at least until they get to the bottom of it. Paulina hopes it's a misunderstanding, but Jada grows more and more upset, trying to tell this is all a lie. Paulina asks Sean to take her in for questioning, over Stephanie and Steve's protests. Fake Rafe shakes his head sadly as Jada's led off. EJ paces back in the mansion, hoping Arnold doesn't screw this up. Stick to the script. He's texting him away, telling him to play a tormented groom, torn apart by this. Belle bursts in, annoyed and angry after Sean gave her an earful about EJ. "So, have you come for an apology?" he wonders. No, she came to figure out how to handle their relationship going forward. EJ's confused. What relationship? She didn't mean that kind of relationship, Belle snaps. Sean knows, Marlena knows, and the more people who know, the bigger chance of Sammy finding out. And then Hurricane Sammy will come blowing back into town. EJ shrugs off her worries, saying neither of them should live in fear of Sammy. But did she really come to talk about Sammy, or was there something else? He smirks. "Whatever you're thinking, you can forget it," she chides. They get closer and closer and she makes clear what happened when they were drunk was never happening again. They fight a bit, then jump on each other. Belle pulls back and EJ tells her if she wants to leave, but if not, they should go upstairs. She kisses him, then pulls him up the stairs. Oh, okay. They don't stop locking lips as they tear each other's clothes off in the bedroom and start rolling around in bed. Stephanie and her parents head over to the pub, all in disbelief. Steph wants to go to the press, but Kayla and Steve say they trust Sean and Paulina to keep it quiet. They all agree that none of this could be true. Steve says they need to start talking strategy to prove none of it's true. Her fiancé did this to her, Stephanie says. What is wrong with him? Gabby strides over to Rafe, demanding to know why he did this. They're going home to talk about it right now. Arnold says he's not going anywhere, he needs time to think. Fine, but we will talk about this later. Alone with Leo and Javi, Rafe mourns that his wedding is ruined. Javi asks if he's okay, and when his cousin, moans about the shady stuff Jada was doing behind his back. Javi and Leo lock eyes and nod. That's when Javi lays into him about his stripper. That's right, Arnold growls. Javi and Leo were about to tell Jada everything before he stopped the wedding. Whatever, he snaps, his life is ruined and he has to go figure out what to do with it. He walks off, leaving a stunned Javi and Leo behind. Paulina and Sean get back to the police station with Jada. She insists Paulina knows her and knows she'd never do this. She just wanted to carry Rafe's legacy on as commissioner when he was in his coma. How could he do that? How could he tell me that he loved me with one breath, and at the same time, try to find something that could hurt me? Jada just doesn't get why. Stay tuned and subscribe the channel.